Imagine a desolate, windswept moor, where ancient stones whisper tales of forgotten kings and spectral armies march under the pale moonlight. These aren't just fairy tales. These are cursed stories from Scotland that even modern science struggles to explain. Welcome, everyone. Today, we're journeying deep into the heart of Scotland, a land steeped in history, beauty, and some of the most chilling mysteries on Earth. From phantom bagpipers to cursed castles, these legends have been passed down for generations. And what's truly fascinating is how they defy logical explanation. We'll explore the places, the stories, and the scientific attempts to debunk them, only to find that some secrets refuse to be silenced. So grab a warm drink, settle in, and let's unravel these enigmatic tales together. Our first stop is the infamous A75, often called Scotland's most haunted road. This stretch of highway in Dumfries and Galloway has been the site of countless paranormal encounters for decades. Drivers have reported everything from ghostly figures running in front of their cars, to phantom animals and even a full-blown procession of historical figures in period clothing, complete with horse-drawn carriages appearing and disappearing in the blink of an eye. One of the most famous accounts comes from Derek and Norman Ferguson in 1962. They saw a hen fly towards their windscreen, which then vanished upon impact, only to be followed by a parade of bizarre, otherworldly creatures and a ghostly furniture van. Police were called, but no evidence was ever found. Scientists have tried to explain these sightings as optical illusions caused by headlights, fatigue, or even geological phenomena creating low-frequency sound waves that can induce feelings of dread and hallucinations. But can these theories really account for the sheer variety and consistency of the sightings, reported by so many different people over so many years? The sheer number of witnesses, many of them sober and rational individuals, makes it hard to dismiss everything as a trick of the light. Next, we venture to the brooding and majestic Glamis Castle, the childhood home of the Queen Mother and the setting for Shakespeare's Macbeth. But its real fame comes from its resident ghost, the monster of Glamis. Legend tells of a secret chamber deep within the castle's thick walls, where a hideously deformed heir to the Lion family was imprisoned his entire life. The story goes that he was born in the early 19th century, and to hide the family's shame, he was locked away, with his existence known only to the reigning earl and his heir. It's said his tormented spirit still roams the castle, and on stormy nights, you can hear his desperate cries. Over the years, many have tried to find the secret room. One legend claims that guests once hung a towel from every window in the castle from the outside, only to find that from the inside, several windows remained unaccounted for, suggesting hidden spaces. Researchers have used thermal imaging and ground-penetrating radar to scan the castle's structure, looking for voids or hidden passages. While they've found many architectural oddities and sealed-off rooms common in a building of this age, none have definitively proven the existence of the monster's chamber. Skeptics argue the story was a macabre piece of folklore, perhaps created to explain the tragic reality of high infant mortality rates and genetic disorders in aristocratic families. Yet, the tale persists, and staff and visitors alike continue to report inexplicable cold spots, disembodied footsteps, and a feeling of profound sadness in certain parts of the castle. Is it just a story, or is a tragic soul still trapped within those ancient walls? Let's move from a castle to a bridge, the Overtoun Bridge near Dumbarton. This seemingly ordinary Victorian structure has earned a terrifying reputation as the dog suicide bridge. Since the 1950s, an estimated 600 dogs have leaped from the bridge, with over 50 of them dying on the rocks below. What is even stranger is that the dogs that survived the fall have been known to climb back up and try to jump again. The jumps almost always happen from the same spot on the right-hand side of the final parapet, and almost always on clear, sunny days. This bizarre and heartbreaking phenomenon has baffled experts for years. Animal behaviorists, scientists, and paranormal investigators have all flocked to Overtoun to try and solve the mystery. One scientific theory suggests that the scent of male mink urine which is common in the undergrowth below, might be so intoxicating to dogs that it lures them over the edge. Researchers have tested this by bringing different breeds of dogs to the bridge, and many did show a strong interest in the mink scent. However, this doesn't fully explain why it only happens at this specific bridge, or why it happens on clear days, or why some dogs try to jump a second time. Other theories point to acoustics, suggesting the shape of the bridge creates a sound frequency that is imperceptible to humans, but distressing to dogs. And, of course, there's the local legend. Overtoun House, which overlooks the bridge, is said to be haunted by the White Lady of Overtoun, the grieving widow of John White, who owned the estate. Some believe her sorrowful spirit lingers, and her presence somehow unsettles the animals, driving them to this desperate act. Despite all the scientific investigation, no single theory provides a complete answer, leaving the Overtoun Bridge a place of beauty, mystery, and profound tragedy. Now, let's journey to the desolate Culloden Moor, the site of the final bloody battle of the Jacobite Rising in 1746. In less than an hour, thousands of Highland warriors were cut down, and the battle marked the end of the Highlander way of life. Today, the moor is a war grave, a vast, eerie landscape dotted with clan stones marking the mass graves of the fallen. It's said that on the anniversary of the battle, April 16th, the echoes of the conflict can still be seen and heard. Visitors and locals have reported the sounds of clashing swords, the screams of dying men, and the skirl of battle pipes carried on the wind. Some have even seen ghostly figures of tartan-clad Highlanders rising from the heather, only to fade away. One of the most persistent figures is the Great Scree, a vision of a dying Highlander who utters a final cry of defeated before vanishing. Scientists have attempted to explain these phenomena through natural means. The wind whistling through the grasses and stones can create sounds that the human brain, primed by the site's history, interprets as voices or cries. Atmospheric conditions on the moor can also create mirages or visual distortions. Yet, the reports are often so vivid and detailed. In the 1930s, a woman from Inverness claimed she took shelter in a cottage on the moor during a storm where a kind woman tended to her. When she returned later to thank her, the cottage was a crumbling ruin that had been abandoned for a century. Is it mass suggestion, or is Culloden Moor a place where a great historical trauma has been permanently imprinted on the landscape itself, replaying its tragic final moments for those sensitive enough to perceive it? Finally, we turn our gaze to the skies above Falkirk and Bonnybridge, an area known as the Falkirk Triangle. Since the early 1990s, this small corner of Scotland has become one of the world's most active UFO hotspots, with over 300 reported sightings a year. The reports are incredibly varied, ranging from strange lights and glowing orbs to silent, black, triangular craft hovering in the sky before zipping away at impossible speeds. It's not just a few isolated incidents. It's a constant stream of reports from credible witnesses, including police officers, pilots, and local officials. In one famous case, a family driving home saw a bright, disc-shaped object descend from the clouds and hover over the road ahead of them before it shot away. Their experience was corroborated by other drivers in the area. Skeptics and scientists have proposed numerous explanations. The area is near several flight paths for Glasgow and Edinburgh airports, as well as military air bases, suggesting many sightings could be misidentified conventional aircraft. Weather balloons, satellites, and even Chinese lanterns have been blamed. Some have even suggested that the geological fault lines under the area could release electromagnetic energy, creating light phenomena known as Earth lights. But none of these explanations can account for all the sightings, especially the reports of structure craft performing manners that defy our known laws of physics. The sheer volume and consistency of the sightings in the Falkirk Triangle have led some to question if something truly extraordinary is happening there. Is it a portal to another dimension, an alien observation post, or a complex combination of natural phenomena and human psychology? The mystery endures. From ghostly armies on ancient battlefields to strange lights in the modern sky, Scotland is a land where the veil between worlds feels incredibly thin. These stories challenge our understanding of the world and remind us that there are still profound mysteries that science has yet to solve. What do you think is behind these strange phenomena? Are they simply misunderstood natural events? Or is there something more to these cursed Scottish tales? Let me know your theories in the comments below. If you were captivated by these unexplained mysteries and want to explore more stories that lie at the edge of our understanding, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We have so many more enigmas to uncover together. Thanks for watching and stay curious.